What's up, boys and girls? Right along as I'm on my way to go take this freaking paper again. This guy's a douche. Don't worry, I'm gonna go around you. How about that? Dumbass. Anyway, look, you guys. I got a copyright strike yesterday, and so I'll get one again today, I guess. YouTube wants me off, I guess. So let's play the music. Let's enjoy ourselves. Now, title is How to Be a Millionaire, Stop Being Fucking Greedy. Now here we go. Stop being greedy. You have to develop a mindset of win-win. Every person I've ever worked with that did not develop a mindset of win-win, like I'm willing to give you because you're giving me, I've lapped them. I've passed them. I've gone past them 23 times, right? Now, there's a couple contracts I've been working for, land, real estate, all kind of stuff, and people are being so greedy they get nothing. The dude in Detroit was being so greedy he couldn't even sell his other house because there'd be no profit left over, because he didn't want to do things the right way. He didn't want to pay his old light bills, old flight tickets. You know, something's not a win for that person because they were so greedy. Now, I've worked in lots of business, and here's the thing, and I want to be very careful. There's a reason I don't like government contracts. I don't mind that I'm trying to apply for one right now, but the people in the environment, they're so used to being on the government titty that's the only way they know how to do. Like, they got to be greedy and then try to do something greedy with you, and you're like, chill. Y'all love them government contracts because you think it's a guaranteed win, but I live out here in the real world. I do business out here in the real public sphere where the audience tells you if it's a yay or a nay, if you're going to win or you're not going to win, right? The only people I know that are super successful are people who are not greedy. Now, what do I mean? People love telling you that business owners are greedy, and you know, there's a joke that Donald Trump is a poor man's millionaire. Donald Trump, the way he behaves, crass, rude, always trading in wives. You know, poor guys are like, yeah, that's how I'd be. No, it wouldn't. You keep your same old wife. You get some new trinkets and toys, but you would not be like that because you don't have that in you. Okay? Now, what do I mean by win-win? Win-win means we both win. I don't mind giving till the giving hurts because I know I get it back 10x. These videos are my free content, but yet people still try to be greedy and go, can I get on the phone with you? Can I talk to you for free? Can I DM you 20, 30, 40 different paragraphs? Because I deserve it. It's an entitlement mentality to think that someone should take out of their day and talk to you for free. Why would a millionaire want to talk to you? What are they going to get out of it? Well, they're going to be giving me good advice so I can make money. Well, what does that do for them? It makes them feel good that they talk to me, some random person in the middle of the street. And again, people love sitting here and putting in my videos, well, you're talking mean, you're being critical. Let me make it very clear to you. No one has to kiss your ass. I don't know what world y'all grown up in, but you expect people to be like, hey, let me tell you how to win, and let me tell it to you really nicely and gently and kindly, and you're so sweet and special. I'm not your mom. I'm not your sister. I'm not your girlfriend. The people who are my friends are usually just like me. Now, they put on a nice face for camera, but behind the scenes, we talk a lot of smack. I just want you to know that, okay? Now, the thing about it is, people who really want to help themselves, they're willing to give. You know, people have been in my DMs and be like, hey, I did this for you. I offered this for you. Hey, let me help you do this. Just out of kind of people who want to leave reviews, go on LinkedIn, leave me recommendations, stuff that I've asked for and not many people do. I recognize those people. The people who all messaged Terry last week, don't worry, I got you, I saw you. But that's just it. Those people are doing what? A win-win. They're stepping out of their box and helping someone else. And people notice that. Because there's so many people being greedy, being entitled, you know. Under that video, people were still saying, well, you know, they're giving all these women these contracts. Again, that shows a lack of maturity. It shows a lack of them even knowing people. In the planner that I'm getting ready to put out, probably drop it November 1st. The reason I'm dropping it is because I do those things daily. I make sure that I'm checking my gratitude and checking my wins, how I can help other people win too. Because the more you do that, boom, it comes back tenfold. There are people that will call people for me on my behalf. Hey, Erica's looking at this piece of property over here. Make sure you call her. Erica's looking at this vacant lot over here. Don't you do that. You should call Erica first. I don't even be knowing these people from Adam, but they be looking out for me, and that's what I respect and appreciate. Because people know I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay? The way to motivate people around you is by you living that truth. And a lot of people go, well, Erica, my family, this, that. You can't pour a water hose on them for them to wake up like you woke up, right? If you woke up and you realize, man, anything's possible, because here's the truth of it. It really is. People say, well, that just depends if you're black, if you're short, if you're tall, if you're this. And I go, no. I'm for real. I'm out here in the everyday world, and there's just no ceiling. Now, occasionally you'll bump into the money ceiling where you need a little bit more money to get in that room. You need a little bit more money to get over there. You need a little bit more money to talk to that attorney. You need a little bit more money to do this or that. But overall, the ceiling is wide open. Wide open. It's wide open. You pretty much can do just about anything you want. The caps y'all are putting are in your own imagination. I remember talking to a guy the other day, and he said, yeah, his dad had 22 trucks. His mama didn't like trucking. When the daddy had a heart attack and died prematurely, mama sold every single truck. And now here he is, 38 or something like that, starting over in the trucking industry, buying trucks. Still to this day, asks his mom why she selling trucks. She's like, well, I felt like it caused your dad's early death. I never liked trucks. I never understood the business. And that right there shows you gotta marry smart, marry wise. That man could have grew up into a company that had 22 trucks, but instead he had a mama who didn't like trucks. He had a mama didn't like it, didn't want it. Feelings, operating on feelings, not on long-term what's best for her children. And this is the true testament of it. If you really want to kick foot, push the door, you can. But you're going to have to drop some old things. You're going to have to unlearn some stuff. Some of y'all have learned terrible habits, terrible behaviors, and instead of acknowledging and saying, you know what, I learned some bad behaviors. I learned some terrible things. I need to redo that thinking. I need to relearn some new stuff. You're still trying to hold on and make your old mindset fit in a new body. That don't work. That don't work. And so when you start, you start down the path of just eating different, walking every day, your body's like, thank you. And that's your mind. Your mind can be the same way, but y'all won't let some of that stuff go. People will, well, Erica, you going to events and you're a young person. It ain't about being young. I go to a lot of events with 50, 60-year-old people there. And they're doing well. So we can't blame it on age. Prime example, Charm City Buyer's mom, I'm just sharing a little bit of her story. She moved to a new state and joined a hiking club. Now it's one of the biggest hiking clubs in Arizona. In the 50s. You can decide to change today. You can decide. I remember in the video, it was how to become a millionaire. I was saying, get a piece of paper, write out 50 things that can make you $20,000, or 20 things that can make you $50,000, or 10 things that can make you $10,000. I was just going through these different things, and I could tell people were like, oh man, there she go with these numbers, honey, if you can't dream it and see it and go towards it, how can someone put it in your lap? How can someone do it for you? I can't do it for you. You know your life. People come on here, do you think this is a good business? Do you think this is a good business? When people start asking me those questions, what they really are telling me is, I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do, Erica. I don't know what to do. And I can't do that. That's an internal thing you need to work on. Same thing when people say, well, you think this is a good business? You think this is a good business? Any business you throw energy into is going to be a good business. Are you going to be flashy with your business? Are you going to be, now what is flashy? Some people want that. I started this business and now I make $100,000 a month. I stunt on my whole family. Flashy business. That's some of y'all not going to get that. Some of y'all are not going to get that. Okay. So let that go. The rapper, I don't remember her name, but basically, long story short, she was cleaning places. She had started her own cleaning supply company. And so she had money to do what? Promote her albums, her singles, her songs on the radio. Now she has a #1 something in the longest time contract. I'm trying to think of her name. But she's got some tattoos on her and some piercings. But it's a black girl. Had a clothing company. Living her best life. See, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. But that's the truth. People want these extraordinary lives from very average results. And here's what happens. They go, well, I looked online and Fat Billy Bob over there, he got a model. Why can't I have a model? Well, Fat Billy Bob's a millionaire. That's why. Or I look online and I see there was a couple, they made a lot of money from trading stocks and they're traveling. People are like, oh, that's because they're using credit cards. No, because not Supercent. Supercent is in makeup. Supercent did makeup, but she has a great brand too. She did, her brand is makeup. This is a black girl who's rapper. They just did a video on her. The post is going viral. But long story short, she was at a cleaning company. They had a cleaning company and she was putting money into her craft. Again, a lot of these artists, see, if an artist, and this is not to hurt people's feelings because there's children who are having problems trying to transition to an adult musician. But literally, if you can be in a musician with a membership site, a page, and a CD that you can sell and book yourself tours, or have somebody hired that books your tours, you could travel and play your music your whole life. But see, a lot of people want to, get money sprinkled on them like they're some kind of stripper. That's not how that happens. It's just not. And, when you're sitting here hoping that people see the light, they got to see it for themselves first. I don't even stress sometimes people not getting it anymore, because I realize, I've done enough trying to get people to come on, it's some land of milk and honey over here. Come on. I got time for that. Nobody's got to beg you to want a better life. I don't have to beg you. Either you're going to want a better life or you're not. You're going to want a better life for your children or you're not. You're going to want to grow up and have a better life for your parents so they're not in an old folks home where they're getting beat up or getting treated poorly or not. You're going to want to take vacations with your family or not. This isn't well, Erica, I just want a little bit of change. I just want a little bit of credit card so I can go do these vacations. Okay, well, then you're just going to be in deeper debt because you didn't change you. Do you understand? You didn't change you. And you are the biggest factor in all this. Ryan Scribbler talks about when he worked at his company, he's making $70,000 a year, which is great, where he was in middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, right? It was great money. But people on the job, the first thing they would do is go get a big old truck. Now, these trucks aren't cheap out here. They're like $50,000, $60,000. Then after the big old truck, they would go get a boat or an RV or a motorcycle, something to suck up their money. And then come to work and complain every weekend about, man, I ain't got no money. Boy, I sure ain't got no money. And you listen to the story, and that they set themselves up in that predicament. They're at a job that makes $70,000 a year, but yet they're piling on the debt. So, it's just people don't understand. I'm at a stoplight. Hold on. You live in LA, but you'll be moving back to DMV. Hey, people are mediocre in their conduct, and since they have been mediocre so long, it's normalized. Yeah. And if you tell them what to do sideways, they are quick to blame you. Oh, yeah, they are. Goal driven, written it down. Can't pour old wine in a new wine glass. You sure can. Cleaning company's best cooking. Yep. A lot of artists have high paying hustles or businesses. People are always vague about what they do. What people are vague about what they do? Always anything will sell. I've seen a company selling air from the mountains and people are buying it. Everyone wants a clean home or office. I learned in my dealings with average-minded people is their love. They love their oppression as deemed hurting them, but not of the change. I became a millionaire at 27 because I was greedy. Each to your own. See, all right, I got that crypto. You already haven't been on the show long. You haven't been listening. There's 152 people here, 39 likes. Hit the like button. You already are showing that you don't have the mindset straight. It has to be a win-win. And if you got rich by being greedy, describe how you got rich by being greedy. That just sounds ignorant and stupid, even if you say it out loud. I can't stand reading stupid stuff. It's exhausting because you just know these people aren't winning like they say they are, and it's exhausting to see it. It's exhausting. And here's the thing, I remember someone in college was saying that rich people were greedy, and what's funny is I remember our professor saying the building we were sitting in, who paid for this building? It was an 80-year-old couple that met at ECU at 20 years old, been married forever, and they donate money every year, so they finally named the building after them, right? But all that kid probably could see is, well, I'm in this school and millionaires are greedy. Who has the school running? Who are these buildings named? Who are these libraries donated to? Who's donating to these libraries? Who's donating to these military veteran funds? Who's donating to a lot of these projects? Come on now. Come on. Be honest with yourself at least. If you're going to lie to yourself, hey, there's a thing of saying, who are you trying to convince, me or yourself? And sometimes y'all need to really ask yourself that. Are you trying to convince me? Or are you trying to convince yourself of a false truth? I already got my honey pot. I'm good. I'm just out here trying to share this with you. When I take my vacation in January, I'm gonna be out. I just don't have to. I think that's the confusing thing is, people are trying to give you value and are winners, and you want to argue with a winner. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how y'all do that or rationalize that as okay, but okay. And when I park here at this little tax office, I'll go ahead and give you guys read some more comments, and then I'll cut it off because I'm good. Let's see where we at here. We're almost to the building. Yay. Finishing up my 8 single-family home. Congratulations. My sister hustled $15K in one summer cooking in my dad's nightclub. Liquor and hot food pays. It really does. Listen, she's giving a service. What's the service? Drunk people are hungry. They know they can't drive home like that. Even if they, some of them girls didn't eat dinner because they wanted to fit into an outfit before they got down there. So then the night's over, they didn't drink all night, they're gonna eat. Simple solutions. Simple solutions. Let me see here. Almost there. So again, Texas was cooler this morning, but I guess it's back hot now. I'm not greedy, but I've never been comfortable with just enough. And you shouldn't be. There is a book talk about discomfort is necessary, right? A little bit of discomfort is necessary for transition, right? I just believe that we're built to be builders. That's why when you see people who are like, I just want to exist and play video games or just sit in my house, something about that to me seems off-putting. Now, these people could work really hard in the daytime, I get that, but there are some people a level of like, I don't want to do anything, and that's just not normal in your composition as a person. Your body's meant for motion. Like, there's a commercial, I don't know if you guys have seen it, it's called like restless leg syndrome, and every time I watch those commercials, I go, usually if you actually go look at the reports, the people that have restless leg syndrome 9 times out of 10 are the elderly. Now, if you look at it, a lot of times what are the elderly doing? Sitting for many hours in the daytime. And honestly, let's be honest, obese and elderly are the two number 1 and number 2 people who usually have restless leg syndrome. They really did do a number on the side by destroying that instant gratification mindset. Yeah. If everyone concentrated on themselves instead of the next man, not even that. When you're talking about growing and winning, you're providing a service. People love talking about, just focus on yourself, but that's not even it, right? That's like saying, if I turn off all the YouTube and when you walk down the street, you're bumping into people, correct? People are on your walk to wherever you're going, and that is where that service, where something's a solution. The scooters, right? They're shorter. You're downtown. You don't want to take a taxi, but you can grab a scooter, right? You don't need a whole Uber, but you can grab a scooter. Someone thought of that, right? And it's fun. They can hop on it. There's a lot of little ideals that came to life out of the creation of people being of service and looking around and seeing how they could serve other people. Nothing wrong with that. Got some meter parks over here, but that's too far. There we go. There we go. Trying to pave Austin for here. Almost there. Let's see what else I got. Yes, soul alchemy, I am. Legally on taxes and on documentation, I am. See, that's the thing. We think millionaires are these flashy people that are out here with brand new cars and Porsches. And the last time I've told y'all this on multiple occasions, you've seen the people I brought around you, and they're actual millionaires. And people are like, oh, that person's a millionaire? Yeah, that person's a millionaire. Because you know what? You don't see them in a flashy car or a flashy house. And so you just assume, well, they can't be a millionaire. How are they a millionaire? And that's where you're losing, because the kids assume a millionaire means a baller, a sports player, some dumbass shit, and not a regular person who has businesses who make money. That's where the problem lies. How can people who work for their stuff be greedy? Again, go back and rewind the video. The video is about don't be greedy. What I mean is a win-lose mentality. A win-lose mentality. If you have a win-win mentality, you'll go a lot further than someone who has a win-lose. Someone who's trying to squeeze everything out of a position or out of an opportunity. People who don't reciprocate good business principles or ethics. Again, American greed is a prime example of people being greedy. If they do one or two things differently, they wouldn't be on American greed and they wouldn't be in jail. But greedy is not just scamming or unethical. Greedy can be mentality. Okay? I'm 6'1" and slim, and I have restless legs. Very tall people too. Nicole Pruitt, are you on high blood pressure medication? Not to know your business, but are you on high blood pressure medication? Are you on other medications? Restless leg syndrome started out as a side effect from another medication for heart patients. I'm just telling you the study. It started out for people, it was a side effect of people who had heart medication, high blood pressure medication, elderly, and overweight. So you may be slim, but if you're on other medications, it can be a cause of that. Birds of a feather have cut off most until I find the right flock. I'm good. Well, that's a part of why in that planner I always talk about who are the 150 people you know. Who are you moving yourself around to know? Who are you, moving around to get to know people? And a lot of people pretty much come home, watch TV, that's it. Eat dinner, done. Thanks, uppercase G. I got to get back to work, but I'll be buying that Vegas ticket as soon as it's available. Bye, guys. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Ann Reed. Terry is a millionaire too. I'm so glad I'm learning from her. Exactly. See, but that's the thing. People don't realize, the people I bring on the show that are millionaires, that people don't even realize they're millionaires. Because they don't see them in flashy stuff. They don't see them doing all this other stuff. They just think, oh, that's nice. And I'm like, that person's a millionaire. Right? Because you've assumed millionaire means a Porsche. Millionaire means I need to be on Instagram stunting for the gram. I need to be on small planes. When we know that's not how most millionaires operate. Most of the banquets and galas I go to, those people are usually not always frugal. Not always. But there is a segment of them that are frugal. And then there's a segment of them who just keep coming up with business ideas. I have a friend who literally, mom has a restaurant. He has multiple restaurants in the city, maybe 4 at this point. Then he's got other things he keeps creating. He just stays at home and he creates different business ideas. Multi-millionaire. You see him, he wears t-shirts, shorts, drives a regular old Tacoma. Nothing extravagant. But because you assume a millionaire acts a certain way, dress a certain way, they would know more. Oh, that person. Again, it's all marketing. You guys are getting marketed bullshit. No worries, Soul Alchemy. I'm just saying this has been something that's been in my DMs multiple times. This has been lots of conversation, and that's why I said at the end of the year I'm going to do an outro video and go, hey, I'm taking a 3-month sabbatical. This is how it's done, and this is how big it got, and I'm taking a break. So I don't believe it until I see someone's tax returns. Jamal, so you don't believe Donald Trump's a millionaire till you see his tax returns? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. I just don't have time for that. Because even if someone shows you their tax returns, if they have over 15 properties, and when they fill out their taxes, they're going to show you what? The rent roll income. Only on an asset and liability sheet would you see someone's asset and liability. See, stuff like that, that's silly season. You have people saying silly stuff. There's a lot of silent millionaires in Houston you wouldn't know. Exactly. Oh, y'all saw me parallel park? Yeah, listen, it's a tiny car. Oh, yeah, Post Malone was playing you when you left to get your food yesterday. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got me with the Post Malone. They said, copyright. Come on, folks, the flashiness. Most millionaires are anything but flashy. The mindset, what comes out of their mouth. Yeah. Win, win, win. Yeah, everybody can win. Our banks, at the end of the year, you'll see a big video I did. I'll do a pretty big video. Kahari's going to help me film it. He's going to come to Austin. Long story short, I have investments in Shopify companies, a couple different Shopify stores that you guys don't even know about that get ads run on them. I have a couple different investments. The YouTube channel, not the AdSense, but the products and services. Prime example, I sold 7,000 copies of the book Smartphone Millionaire. You do the math on that. Okay? That's just one of like multiple products I have, right? There are several things that I'll show at that end video. So I'll show you those in the end of the year video, because I think it's important to see it. But if there's a video, if you go back and look on this channel, I write on a whiteboard, and somebody might put in the channel in comments, but I put 20 ways I make money. I put 20 ways, and I were very detailed in that video. Very detailed. So if you go back and you find that video, you would have figured it out then. So I'll leave that alone. Nicole Pruitt, did you used to be a runner? We might need to put them legs up in the air, Nicole Pruitt. We gotta run them or jog them. That sounds interesting. No nerve damage from a sport? About to be a case study. I used to chauffeur millionaires every day, including off and on private jets. They dress in everyday clothes and drive regular cars and live in nice homes. Yes, Ian Roberts. This is why I laugh about this. There's several girls. There's a girl, Mimi Icon, her husband. Her husband is like 30 and dresses like somebody's 50-year-old dad. Just the khakis and a button-up all the time. Khakis and a polo. And they have made $8 million last year. So when people sit here and tell me this, I laugh because I'm like, and this is why you'll never know millionaires. This is why you won't know them personally as friends, because you're sitting here counting someone's dollars or really counting what you see on camera. And what's funny is I'm showing you the behind the scenes that gets you the money. And I'm not that person that's like, look at my flashy, you know, and I just laugh because I just know too many people now. I know too many people now, and I've gone to too many people's houses where they're freaking in a mansion on a lake, or they're in Houston on a freaking mansion, and you never will see that. You'll never see that house. It'll never be on Instagram. It'll never be on Facebook. Their wife only posts pictures of the kitchen, and the kitchen's like huge as hell. Like you'll never see those parts because it doesn't. What does it cost for them to show you that? It doesn't. I don't even know what you're talking about, Chris McDonald. Greed is a form of scarcity mindset. Exactly. Right now, like when I talked about the trucks, I'm like, anybody can buy them. People are like, oh, but what about this? Will it take away from you? But what about the recession and this? And I'm like, honey, you only buy 1 or 2 trucks. Focus on making your 1 or 2 trucks viable, make money, and going down the road. There's so much I could tell y'all. There's so much I could like, but I'm saving it for the end of year video. There's a reason I'm trying to do it in a cool layout way, but there's a reason people don't display their whole life, right? I've been hacked 4 times this year. I don't think y'all know that, or noticed it, but I've been hacked 4 times. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of them. So I know as I display more, it'll happen more. I know as things change, as I add more employees, it'll change. Right now I have 7 employees. Before the painting company had 11. I mean, this cracks me up when people are like, well, what that mean? Are you a millionaire? Are you how? Cracks me up. A new undisciplined money tends to flash. Look at WeWork now. Yeah, Google WeWork. Google what the guys were doing. Flying on jets, acting a damn fool. MGM, yeah. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, trust me, honey, I know that's why I asked. Yep, they don't get it rich. Don't always look rich, yeah. Tax returns mean nothing. Let me tell you something. Well, listen, I wanted to go on a whole nother rant, but I had to calm myself. I know people who, I'll put it to you this way. I know a guy who was so pissed under Obama. One company made $1 million, but what did he do? He spread it across 4 companies, so he'd hit the $250,000 mark. And it put him in a lower tax bracket. Now, he didn't just do that with 1 company, he did it with 3. So this dude's got like 20, 30 LLCs, S-Corp corporations with his cousin and his son, and my friend that was his daughter. I mean, he did all this stuff and talked about it openly because I was at his house and he didn't even care because he knew I was someone who was also in business. Okay? So when people say, oh, I see somebody tax returns, for what? What you gonna see? What you gonna see? What you gonna see, boo-boo? Call me when you tell me what you see. Because I worked at H&R Block for 3 years, and I promise you, some people came in there, you weren't going to see crap. What was you going to see? Whatever they chose for you to see. There was over 200 students in Terry's class last night. Exactly. There you go. Long line of business owners, but I was sucked into college narrative. Even my nephew now is like, I'm not going to college. He looked at us like we're crazy when we said that. Curtis Davis, people need to meet a millionaire person. But that's just it, Curtis Davis. They've probably met 3 or 4 of them. You know, I'm not of this belief that there's no millionaires around. Listen, there is over, I think, was it 10 million millionaires, multimillionaires in America? I think it might be 12 million at this point. But if you sprinkle enough, and depending on what city you're in, now let's be very careful. Depending on what city you're in. You pretty much, if you're in Austin, you're walking downtown, you're bumping into like at least 7 of them. I remember meeting this couple. They were young. They were 23. The girl was 23 and the guy was maybe 26. And they had just sold everything they had out of California. I was like, why'd y'all do that? Well, I'm getting ready to sell this app. The paperwork signed on Thursday. I get $3 million. So I came here and we went looking at houses in Westlake. And I looked at that dude dead in his face and was like, you don't need to be looking at Westlake. You're 26 years old. You might as well stay downtown in a place down here and start your next company. Because that's all he was going to do anyway, was start another app. But his girlfriend was that, you could tell, we got money. We got money, you know. I think it was his wife. I think they had got married, or they were in the process of getting married. But I was talking to them, and I'm sitting there just like, and they were so comfortable talking to me, and I knew, I was like, yeah, they knew I was in business. The way I just asked certain questions. And I'm like, yeah, you want to live in Westlake, that's a lot of taxes. You buy $1 million house, you're going to be paying some huge taxes, and before you know it, in 2-3 years, you're going to need another business ideal. But imagine being 26 years old, working on something since you're 18, and now you got $3 million you're getting ready to cash in on a walk off. This is one of those things. Thank you guys for posting that. I know Anthony Bolton. People are ridiculous. Appliance blue cut. Taxes mean nothing. Just picked my personal taxes today. According to my taxes, I'm broke. There you go. Why do people demand tax returns that make no sense? I know. People crack me up. High cash flow, asset, liabilities. The average millionaire has eight streams of income. That's right. I know. Drop 16. These people are just ridiculous. Sometimes wealthy means boring. Yeah, listen. I know a guy. He's very boring. I'm sorry. He's very boring. He's an electrician, but he is done so much that he has like a team of people. I don't even see him work. I be seeing him at his house. We have cookouts over there. I'll be like, and it's just the food too. It's the food too. I mean, like we go over your house, the boys got, you know, the back of the lobster tails. Wife got lobster tails, shrimp, steak, you know, just the high quality meats, high quality foods. What y'all want? Y'all want champagne? We gonna do mimosas today? We're like, damn, bro, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. No, we good. It's a lot of little things. So, yep, you're a runner. Knew it. Thank you. I know, Erica Nicole. Lots of military pay is not taxed. Now, y'all guys have heard my story about when I was in college, and they were like, oh, honey, oh, your mom don't make no money. I'm like, my mom's a military person. First, she was in the military at that point. I was like, she's overseas in Iraq. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna hook you up. All the money, all the grant money, all the Pell Grant money, all the monies. Because according to her tax return, she only made money off her rental incomes and the farm income. She didn't make no job money because it was non-taxed. Aisha Berry, you can start whatever you want, but you got to start. I mean, here's just the facts. Any of these things y'all could do in 2 weeks. And I know people are like, Erica, don't be talking to me like that. But for real, any of these things I've talked about on these channels, y'all can start in 2 weeks. Honestly. You literally are just going to go get your pre-approval for a house and work within that budget and bring the down payment. That's it. In the funding course, I even put the bundle together. The bundle total, I think it comes out to like $980, but I made it to $450 because I know a lot of people ain't got money and they've already in holiday season. October, November, December. What is going on? People are buying tax liens. People are getting investments. People are getting their funding up because it's that time of year, and they're going to go close on properties. But any of these things y'all can do in a 2-week window. You can go over there and find out if you qualify. How much money can you get from a truck? How much money can you do for this? It's very simple. But what it will require of you is to make a decision, make a move, make a direction. See, the thing is to be flexible in how you get the money, because a lot of people like, if it ain't a property that looks like this, that does exactly this, that's shaped like this, because they've been listening to Bigger Pockets and like, if it don't have the 1% rule and this, you don't own shit. You don't own nothing because you're sitting here. I'm just trying to make it perfect. I'm trying to get to the perfect top. That doesn't work anywhere. That makes you feel good. If you're a worrier, it makes you feel good because you feel like, well, see, I did all this research and examining it. No, you have to get out there. You have to get off the bench. All these things we've talked about in Shopify channels, the t-shirt designs, all this stuff we've ever talked about on this channel is something that can be done in 2 weeks. You can hop on Design Crowd, get some t-shirt designs. You don't have to come up with any of these ideals. Then hop over here, start your Shopify site, pay somebody to do that. You can hop over here, you can go get tax liens, you can go be part of auction. You can do any of these things in like 2 weeks or less. Now maybe you say, what about the money, Erica? Okay, well, we put out a funding course. We've listed over 500 different places you can go get money from. How many more do you need a list of? Really, at some point, it's going to take courage. It's going to take courage. That's just all there is to it. Let me see what y'all got. Millionaires love large houses, vacation, golf trips. Erica, how do I get your tax lien course? It is always in the links, all up in the chat, Wayne. People have been posting 57 links to my courses and everything. I'm so glad I met you, the key resource in Charm City Buyers. Thank you for everything you do. Congrats, thank you. That's right. They don't know what they're looking for. No, don't try to come back, pedal it. Don't try to come back, pedal it, Jamal. You said tax returns. Don't try to come back, pedal it. Don't even. Jamal, again, where did I originally come from? North Carolina. Come out of a farm family in North Carolina that owns hundreds of acres of land. Again, you're trying to count someone's dollars. Stop. You don't do it. Enjoy the channel. Enjoy the show. Chill out. Uh-oh, computer's cutting back off. Time to go. Man, Jamal, stop. You're trying too hard, baby. Stop. Sasenka sideboard? No, thank you. Thank you. These people are really thirsty. You know what, Nicole? That's very true. If I was a man, they wouldn't even be like questioning it. Because I'm a woman, and what they're trying to do is really try to figure out, well, how much more do I need to do to get there? If this girl that, you may not be saying it, and you may in your mind, I don't even know if she's that smart. How is she doing that? Easy. I take action. I don't sit here and analyze for 47 years. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I won't. I don't know. No, I go, hey, boom, tax lien. Hey, boom, invest in Shopify. Boom, invest in this. Everything you see me talk about channel, invest in. You can go look on old videos and see where I've talked about stuff I've invested in for years. Thank you. Buy something. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done with my rant. I'm done. Ugh, I'm so done. I know. They're so, it's sad. Don't worry. I'm getting rid of people off the channel right now. Hold on. Hide user. No, Jamal, I'm just saying, listen. The line of questioning, the way you're presenting it, that won't prosper you none. It's not even to hurt you. I'm just saying the way you're saying it. That thumbnail classic, good work as usual. Thank you, Manna Tomorrow. Thank you for sending out super chat. Hope you're doing well. I was in Colorado. Thought of you. Greetings, everybody. Yeah, do or don't do. There's no try. Cousin Nita has a thing October 26th. I think in Cleveland, a tour. I probably will be there. Charm City Buyers have something October 19th this weekend in Baltimore. I probably won't be there. Just giving y'all heads up. I have like 27 music concert tickets this week. I've got to go to them. Yeah. Oh, I know. If I were a man or an Asian man or whatever, y'all would be like, oh yeah, he's a millionaire. You know what I mean? I've sat in a room with YouTubers who've paid me $10,000 to help teach them how to get their YouTube making money. And that's why I think it's funny. I think it's really funny that people from the outside and people that don't look like me knew off the gate that how much this YouTube channel was making. I don't know if you guys saw, what's his name on here that came on? He's got the 1,000,000 subscribers. He was in the live chat. And that's why I said, you guys, people who are in business and active know. So people who are in business and active know. Our banks, I'm in multiple mastermind groups. I don't know, are you new to the channel? I've talked about how I'm in 7 different credit groups, paid credit groups. And these groups, essentially, I was always trying to make sure what the knowledge I was portraying here, that worked, just didn't work for me, but worked for other people, and that were also in my courses, that was congruent. So I'm in there, and there's a lot of stuff I talk about in those groups. Can't disclose everything because, you sign a little thing, but some of them are on Facebook, some of them are on different membership sites. But essentially, there's hundreds of people trying to apply for credit a certain way. And again, there's just things of, whoa! Look at Jen. Thank you so much, Jen. I gotta go, you guys. She just dropped $50 super chat. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate it. I really do. You guys, have a great day. The best thing I can tell you guys is just hit the like button. Enjoy the channel. Enjoy the information. Go Google it. I've been hacked 4 times this year. If I give out any more details, probably be hacked again. Eddie Jones, how do you get in these groups? A lot of times what you'll see is people offer a course, or they'll offer a mastermind, a mentorship training that's like $2 or $3 grand, and then they'll do a private group. That's usually how that happens. So you'll usually be in there. Thank you, OG Geek, for the $5 super chat. You'll usually be in there with people who are other business owners, right? And this is how I can tell you guys quotes from people who are like, all the business owners I know that are in all these various groups, hundreds of people, they're all like ginning up, getting credit, and getting like doubling down on the 4th quarter. Like, they're making as much money as possible. All these house flippers that I know are not flipping right now. They're buying and holding. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention. They're out there. They're showing you. Step by step showing you. So, anyways, you guys. This is your girl, Erica, from the Classy Climb blog. Later.